Royal palaces, wine empires, and extreme sports? Prince Felix of Luxembourg does it all. Think your life is busy? Wait till you see how this royal juggles his duties, businesses, and adrenaline-pumping hobbies. Let's go behind the royal curtain and see how Prince Felix lives. So who exactly is Prince Felix? Well, he's not just any regular Joe. He's honest-to-goodness royalty. Born on June 3, 1984, Felix is the second son of Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg. Luxembourg is one of the smallest countries in the world, but don't let its size fool you. This little European nation packs a punch and its royal family is living large. Felix was born Prince Felix Leopold Marie Guillaume of Luxembourg, Prince of Nassau and Bourbon-Parma. Can you imagine having to write all that on school papers? His parents must have had a field day picking out all those names. Felix grew up in a family of 5 kids. He's got an older brother, Guillaume, who's the crown prince. That means he'll be the big boss one day. Then there are his younger siblings, Prince Louis, Princess Alexandra, and Prince Sebastian. Now, you might be wondering where Felix stands in line for the throne. Well, as of 2024, he's 4th in line, so he's got some serious royal perks. This guy didn't exactly have your average school experience. He started off at a regular primary school in Lorenzweiler, Luxembourg. But then things got fancy real quick. He went to a posh private school called Notre Dame Sainte-Sophie in Luxembourg and then switched to the American School of Luxembourg. In 1998, at just 14 years old, Felix jetted off to Switzerland to attend the College Alpen Beau Soleil. This isn't just any boarding school. It's one of the most exclusive in the world. We're talking breathtaking views of the Swiss Alps, top-notch education, and classmates from all over the globe. It's also where he met his future wife, Claire. After graduating with honors in 2003, Felix decided to follow in the footsteps of many royals before him and headed to the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the UK. This is the same place where Prince William and Prince Harry trained. Pretty impressive company. Unfortunately, Felix had to drop out before graduating due to a knee injury. Prince didn't let that setback stop him. He bounced back by diving into the world of marketing and PR. From 2005 to 2009, he worked for a Swiss company that organized sporting and cultural events. Can you imagine being at a cool concert or sports match and bumping into an actual prince working behind the scenes? Wild. Now here's where things get really interesting. Felix decided to switch gears completely and pursue a degree in bioethics. He moved to Rome and earned his master's degree from the University Regina Apostolorum. Remember Claire, the girl he met at boarding school? Well, their paths crossed again while they were both studying. Sparks flew, and soon enough, they were the talk of the town. In December 2012, the royal household announced their engagement and everyone went nuts. Their wedding in September 2013 was straight out of a fairy tale. They had 2 ceremonies, a civil one in Germany and a religious one in France. The religious ceremony was held in this gorgeous basilica called Sainte Marie Madeleine de Saint-Maximin la Sainte-Baume. Try saying that 5 times fast. Claire looked absolutely stunning in an Elisab gown. That's a super fancy designer. It was all lace, pearls, and crystals, real princess stuff. Some lucky members of the public even got to attend the ceremony. How cool would it be to score an invite to a royal wedding? Now, you might think that after getting hitched, Felix would just kick back and enjoy the royal life. But nope, this prince had other plans. He and Claire decided to get into the wine business. In October 2013, they took over management of Château Les Crostes, a wine estate in the south of France that belongs to Claire's family. But Felix didn't stop there. In 2016, he became the president of l'Orgue Terre de Vin, an association of 12 wine growers who promote their town as a wine destination. So not only is he making wine, he's also becoming a big name in the industry. Felix and Claire, along with some friends, started a company called Young Empire in 2016. It's not just any company, it's a lifestyle brand that sells furniture, clothing, and home goods for kids. They even model for the brand themselves sometimes. Royal entrepreneurs, anyone? I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but seriously, Prince Felix never stops. He is also super into the startup scene. He keeps an eye on up-and-coming businesses, offers advice, and even invests in the ones he thinks have potential. It's like he's got his own mini Shark Tank going on. Now, let's talk about something that'll really amaze you. Felix's language skills. This guy is like a walking, talking Google Translate. He's fluent in 5 languages. Luxembourgish, maybe you didn't even know that was a language. French, English, German, and Italian. Oh, and he can also speak some Spanish. I'm over here struggling with high school French, and this prince is out here speaking half of Europe's languages. But Felix isn't just a brain. He's got some serious athletic chops too. Remember that fancy boarding school in Switzerland? Well, for 5 years in a row, he was named best athlete there. The guy is also obsessed with skydiving. He loves it so much that he's the patron of Luxembourg's parachuting association. But skydiving isn't his only sport. Felix is also an avid skier, makes sense growing up near the Alps, and he loves to play tennis and golf. In his spare time, he enjoys kite surfing and water skiing. It's like he's trying to conquer every sport out there. Now you might be thinking, with all these hobbies and businesses, does Felix even have time for royal duties? Well, our prince hasn't forgotten his royal roots. He regularly shows up for official events and ceremonies in Luxembourg. National Day, he's there. Important award ceremonies, count him in. He's even got some cool royal patronages. Well, he's the high patron of the Luxembourg Basketball Federation. So if you ever find yourself at a basketball game in Luxembourg, keep an eye out. You might just spot a prince cheering from the sidelines. And of course, given his wine business, Felix is a big supporter of Luxembourg's wine industry. He shows up at wine events, celebrates harvests, and generally acts as a royal cheerleader for Luxembourg's vintners. But wait, we haven't even talked about Felix's family life yet. He and Claire have 3 adorable kids. Their daughter, Princess Amalia, was born in 2014. Then came Prince Liam in 2016. In January 2024, they welcomed their newest addition, Prince Balthazar. Now, you might be wondering how Felix manages to balance all of this: the royal duties, the businesses, the sports, and a family with 3 young kids. Well, from what we can tell, he's got it down to an art. He and Claire seem to tag team like pros, showing up at events together when they can and dividing duties when they need to. And let's not forget about the lifestyle that comes with being a prince. While Felix and his family seem pretty down to earth, I mean as down to earth as you can be when you're literal royalty, they definitely enjoy some luxurious perks. And for one thing, they get to split their time between different countries. They've lived in Rome, Geneva, and now they're based in Frankfurt, Germany. But of course, they make frequent trips back to Luxembourg for royal duties and family visits. And while we're on the subject of homes, let's not forget about the palaces. While Felix and his immediate family don't live in the Grand Ducal Palace full-time, they definitely have access to it for events and family gatherings. Then there are the events: royal galas, charity balls, film premieres. Felix and Claire get invited to all sorts of high-profile shindigs. So, what can we learn from Prince Felix's insane life? Well, for one thing, it shows us that even if you're born into privilege, you can still work hard and make your own mark on the world. Felix could have just sat back and enjoyed the royal life, but instead, he's out there starting businesses, supporting causes, and constantly learning new things. If you enjoyed this royal roller coaster, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories.